never seen this many people sad. And not that we're professionals at doing nothing, but it's like.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to episode 13. Thank you once again for tuning in. As you know, my name is Fortunato.
And my name's Luca.
And guys, thank you once again for tuning in. But this week we're going to be talking about a very interesting subject, and that's how to keep busy.
So in a time like this, which is I think it's pretty. It doesn't seem real, but once you start going outside and seeing the world the way it is, it's a bit weird. But you kind of get used to it. Like I've already gotten used to it, and I've already built my schedule around this quarantine, and I'm sure you have too.
Yep.
Like besides work, you're pretty much at home.
Yeah, all the time. Like this is the craziest part of all this is that we're always home. So we're always, we wake up in the morning and we're doing exactly the same thing once again. And, we're not really moving. We're not really doing things that we want to do like we do in a regular schedule. So it becomes very, very, very hard in that sort of way, if you know what I mean.
And not that we're professionals at doing nothing, but it's like I think I've gotten used to, and I built my schedule around getting used to like this, because honestly, like you have to fix your schedule around what's going on, because it's all, life is going to be like that. And I don't think you don't make your own schedule
At all.
unless you have plans, but plans are different. Like your schedule works around what's going on like around the world, and this one's impacted a lot of people, because I've seen a lot of people really sad.
Yeah,
and
huge.
I hate, like I've never seen this many people sad, and it's like,
the social media, like I've been like, as the weeks progressed, and like on social media, it's been scary. Like it's like I don't want to even like I don't want to like laugh about it, but like people are like, it's guys, you guys gotta relax. Like honestly, like seriously, like don't make it get the best of you, because like this is something that's gonna happen every. I know it's something that happens every who knows how many years. Understand? Like hundreds of times. Who knows?
It's literally, it's all it is it's a challenge, and that's how you should view it. It's a big challenge. But listen, what would you have been doing different on a Saturday or Sunday? You like, I don't, like maybe you go clubbing, but
exactly.
but like besides that, like you were at home with your friends, and I don't think that changes. But the fact that you're at home with your friends on FaceTime.
I mean, like, I'm not the person to go out. I don't go out a lot. Like I don't.
Me neither.
I never
so
go
my
clubbing.
schedule, it hasn't changed.
Yeah, like for me, it hasn't gone. I understand for people that do go out a lot and do go clubbing and stuff like that. It has changed. I understand that. Like, for people that like to go clubbing, if that's your thing, that's so like that's cool with you, bro. Like and for girls too. But like honestly, guys, like it's just like it's something that like it's just for a moment. Don't freak out over it. Have a drink at home.
You'll be able to go clubbing soon. Like I promise. Like.
Yeah.
It's like it's all, this is temporary. Like as much as you may like it may last 6 months, it's still temporary, because we're on this like earth for as long as,
exactly.
I don't know.
Exactly.
I can't say for everyone, because I'm 20 and you're 23.
Yeah, 23 years old. And
so
I just feel like people are instead of like doing something productive and not even doing something productive, instead of just like going outside, just take some fresh air. I don't know, you can't walk around anywhere you want to walk around, but just to go out and get some fresh air, FaceTime with your friends and do stuff like that, guys. Like you really, have that social interaction. I think the biggest thing that's making everyone freak out is they're not being able to socialize with their friends and family.
Yeah. And they're spending too much time on the news.
Yeah, that's that we're gonna get into. But the thing is that, I always at my girlfriend's house. Like I love to go to my girlfriend's house, or like she's awesome and like her family's awesome. So I like to chill there all the time. And like now I've been like I've been had to taking that step back and not going, not going so often at all almost. And it sucks. It really you feel it, because at the same time, like you're used to that routine. You're used to socializing with certain people, and now like you got to socialize through FaceTime, which is not the same, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, and it's like. It does build a constraint, but it's not really like any different than you spending your Sunday at home and relaxing and doing nothing. But I know Sundays being 7 days a week can be tough for people, but there's so many things to do. For example, like a good one is when I went to Alexis' house, we played Monopoly. Yeah, I haven't played that since I was like 14, 13, 15. But then when I played, it was super fun. I think I had a great time. Like this. Go back 3 hours.
Yeah. Like go back to things that like I think a big advice is go back to things that you've done in your childhood. Understand that amused you. Understand?
Yeah.
Go watch movies that you watched when you were younger. Actually, like you watched the hundreds of times, but watch that thing that will make you happy. And I think like the biggest mood changer, understand, for a lot of us is waking up and having to do the same thing every single day, and that's doing nothing. And it
or
sucks.
even or even just waking up,
Yeah.
and the first thing you do is look at the news. Don't do that. When I
Yeah,
wake
yeah.
up, I know this is for me. It could work for anyone else. uh it's waking up, and like when you wake up, you have to wake up with energy.
Big
It may
time.
be hard for me, but like you put music, and like I'll share my energy. Like people find me annoying at my house. My sister finds me absolutely annoying, but I'll share. Like my energy is like, you have to like your energy. The first like thing in the morning is your energy.
Yeah.
Make sure it's powered very high, because once you do have that on high, the whole day is just gonna be like this. It's gonna be like
Exactly.
a
Saw, I saw something on Jake Paul's vlogs because I watched Jake Paul and Logan Paul, and he was saying he's like whenever you have like a, I don't know if I'm getting it right, but whenever you have like you're feeling down or something.
Oh yeah, you go woo or something
Like,
like
woo 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 like 3 times or something, and like it makes you it like amuses you, and like it keeps you happy for like about 10 minutes.
Apparently,
like,
it's a really good psychologist
yeah,
that
it
said
is.
that.
I actually tried that yesterday and actually did something. I actually felt something inside.
It's funny. It's funny though.
Yeah,
but
so
you
like,
see,
you
like
go,
it's
woo,
yeah.
woo, woo, woo. You get in there.
But I mean, whatever. If it works, why not do it? I mean, why
Yeah.
stay sad the whole day? It's like it's beautiful outside right now. Right now, all this lighting for me is like natural. It's coming straight from my window.
There
But
you
like,
go.
it's like it feels good just having this light in the morning, and it's like that's how I wake. My mom closes the curtains. I lose all my energy when she does that. But
There you
like
go.
now, I keep them open, and I told her to keep them open. So like when I wake up naturally from the sun
Exactly.
with full of energy, and it makes the difference. And I think anyone could find their like
Yeah, exactly.
their energy.
Just because Luca has a nice window in his next window in his room doesn't mean if you don't have a nice window in your room, it doesn't mean you can't be happy.
Yeah.
He's
No,
saying
it's not the window. Yeah.
he's saying his point of view of the sunlight that comes in, and like him waking up with sunlight, and it makes him feel in a different room, which is totally cool.
and,
For myself,
and
like
with
me,
technology, you
Yeah.
can do that, because
there you go.
I have Philips Hue light. Okay, for example, I have these Philips Hue lights in my room,
Okay.
and I could set them up to mimic the sunrise.
Awesome.
So in the morning they do go on too. So if it's a cloudy day, they still go on at 7 a.m. So
There
they
you
go
go.
up with the sun, and anyone could do this. This is something anyone could do. And
You got to get those lights to sponsor this video.
yeah, we need that.
But yeah, man, I feel like for myself, like a big thing for me, like I in the morning, like I love to eat a lot, like a lot of time. Like, I
Yeah,
used to not, like,
energize yourself.
yeah, like I like to eat like stuff like drink a glass of orange juice or whatever, or like as you can see in last episode, I was drinking a bottle of orange juice. Like that puts me in a good mood. Like it gives me my vitamin C, it gives me what I need, and it puts me in a good mood. And the biggest thing I like to do, even though during this quarantine, I like to go outside. Just out my door and just get a fresh breath of air, understand? And just to see,
Yeah.
like if it's raining or whatever, just go outside, get some air in your face, guys. Like
And like I said on the podcast with Alvin, like I went for a run, and it was raining really hard, like 2, 3, no, when was it? Last week. It was last week, but it was raining super hard, and it was like, do I go for a run? And then I thought of what something you would say, like being fortunate for what you have, right? And I was
yeah,
like,
for sure.
I was like, okay, so number one, why not go for a rain? Like as a kid, I used to do it, so I'm gonna put my yellow raincoat. I went for a run. Yeah, I went for a run. I came back absolutely soaked.
Soaking.
But when I came back soaked, I jumped in the shower. I felt good as new. I did
Yeah.
my run, and I felt I felt amazing.
There you go.
And as long as you're not like with other people, I think it's fine if you just go outside just for fresh air, like 30 minutes.
I think it's important, like what you said, and like it's also like, guys, be thankful for what's like around you. Be thankful for what you're given with. Understand, especially during these times
Yeah.
in quarantine when you're home. Understand, you really get to see how lucky you are. Understand, like a lot of people right now are homeless, and I know a lot of individuals right now where guys like they're not even like they're trying to find a place to stay in quarantine. Understand? Be happy that you can actually stay somewhere in quarantine. Be actually happy
Exactly.
that there's food on your table. And I know I say it a lot, but be thankful for what you have around you, and whatever it is, guys, you have something. Understand?
And if you think that like you're not fortunate, then you're having it rough. If you're watching this podcast, you do not have it rough. I think you have it. You're having it good. You just
Yeah.
need to. Everyone has their ups and downs. Everyone, even before this, like I had my ups and downs. Like, like you have to choose a career at the age of 20, and I think that for me, that gave me the most anxiety and everything, and like that
Yeah.
was mine. And then some people, like like it's like
It's nothing to them.
yeah, it's like for some people it's nothing, but like for you, like let's say like just a simple like we know you're fine and you're healthy and you have a nice house to be in. What was your bump?
I find my bump especially was a bit like a big time. Like you're asking me during quarantine or just like regular.
Regular. It could be
Like,
quarantine or regular
for
because
me,
like
for me, it was school for me, bro. Because I felt like I was always like raised in a way where you had to go to school or else you wouldn't be successful. I
yeah,
understand.
and it takes the biggest toll on your brain
Yeah,
and you can't even explain yourself because when you try to explain yourself to someone that doesn't understand,
no,
it doesn't make sense.
no.
And
Because
also,
some people find even going to trade school or something or doing something freelance or doing something that has nothing to do with education, you're wasting your time. But it's totally
yeah,
wrong.
it's not the way of thinking, and it's like
No,
honestly, you could
man.
do what you want, and what your situation now is not forever. It's
Exactly.
temporary.
But
Everything
but
is temporary.
but like especially guys during this time of quarantine, like we always say, like we're not gonna we might not have this in another lifetime. Understand? Like hopefully we don't have this ever again. But
Yeah,
we might not have this in another lifetime. So take this time, especially this very special time. To God's giving you this time. The earth is giving you this time, and whoever you believe in is giving you this time to stay home and to reflect on your thoughts in your life. Reflect on what you're doing. When you have to go back to school, do you really want to go back to that program? Or when you have to go, you reflect on your relationship with your boyfriend and girlfriend. Do you really want to go back to that person? Reflect with your life in general. Reflect with your finances. Reflect with
everything.
everything. Yeah,
This is
everything.
time to calculate things that you've never had time to calculate before.
Exactly. That's what I'm doing.
And you just build yourself stronger and stronger. Like even the positive guys, like is it worth continuing? I think so.
Exactly.
Like I think it's the best
100%.
time, and it's like I'm having the best time doing this.
It's
It's
a
like
lottery here.
yeah, exactly. It's like I wish I could make people feel what I feel like when we're filming and when this camera shoots and we're all
Yeah.
in our places. It feels like wow. Like
No, that's exactly like look, we're finding what we like to do, and I think a lot of people have to do that. They have to find what they like to do. Guys,
Yeah.
find what you want to do. Find what makes you happy. Screw what doesn't make you happy. Leave it go. Throw it in the garbage.
and
Why
how
are you doing it?
yeah, like and how to do that is experience, just experience. Like for me, it was traveling. Like I traveled. I went to Florida like five
Yeah,
times in a
exactly.
year. Like it's not over. You're not overdoing anything. Like right
No.
now, I'm so glad I did that 2 years ago because who knows now if in six
There you
months
go.
from now
It's
I'm
so
gonna be able to
important.
go on my trip.
So
But I
important.
did it. I did it. Like everyone,
Take
like
those take those risks. Take those chances, and like whatever like your gut tells you, I feel like you should do. Never like
Yep.
think about it twice. Understand? Like obviously, if it's a lot life or death situation, think about it a couple times. But I mean, like if it's something that you've been wanting to do for a long time, guys, and you're gonna keep telling yourself, okay, later on, you're making the biggest mistake. Do it now that you said it.
get rid of it because the biggest regret is not doing something.
Yeah, 'cause
Honestly,
there's-
that's the
there's so many things that I had like this for myself. Like I had so many projects in line. I understand even with the positive guys, we had like a whole type of projects in line that we wanted to do for mental health with the $1,000 initiative of the 1,000
Yeah.
followers, and like we had so many projects that we wanted to do, but now we can't do them because of this quarantine. I understand. So yes,
but we're taking an advantage and we're uploading twice a week.
Exactly.
We found like the positive side, so twice a week.
exactly
Plus couch time.
There
Plus
you
like
go.
there's so many things now. We're like more time for other things. And once our daily like Fortunato's daily schedule comes back and he has to deal with the
Yeah, for
foundation, then we'll reduce that or we'll find another way. But we'll always find a way to work at it. There's not one set in stone. Nothing's set in stone.
Exactly, and one thing I actually want to talk about is like because I live with my dad, and one thing I want to talk about is that I've always been so busy and like going out here, going there, working on this, and I'm like never home. Understand? So like now I'm taking the time to actually like chill with my dad and like talk to him and do things in the house with my dad. Like clean up the house, do spring cleaning with my dad, and it really like it benefits you. Understand? And no matter like what type of parents you have, no matter what type of relationships you have with your parents, guys, take this time to kind of build that relationship. Take this time to forgive and forget, or try to build a stronger relationship and spend that time that you haven't spent that time with your parents or with your loved ones or siblings, understand, in a long time.
Yeah. And it's time to clean up the mess because you literally this is just to show like whatever mess you have with anyone, any mess you can clean up. I swear, anything it is you can clean up. It's a matter of like if you care enough because
Exactly.
like right now is the perfect time. You can call anyone. Like I've never called this many people on FaceTime.
Yeah,
Like
it's crazy.
I called
It's
my uncle
crazy.
maybe
It's
like
crazy.
6-7 times. I
It's
used to
crazy.
speak to my uncle only when I used to see him. Now I call him on FaceTime.
No, it's awesome.
whoever
it's
it is,
awesome. It's awesome.
your
Like,
girlfriend,
seriously.
like you have more time on FaceTime, and everything is working out in our favor, and plus you have the time to actually work on yourself.
Exactly.
Which I don't think.
Like, you know, that's it. But like one thing I wanted to like actually express on is like, you know, last episode me and Luca talked about like how you can help out in your community, how can you make people feel good, how you can make people feel positive. And one thing I learned from that episode and that I've been doing is, you know, I never used to answer texts. I used to always be late on answering texts, but now like I answer my texts and everything. But I'm starting to wake up in the morning and text people that I never texted before. Like I don't text a lot, or text people that I text often, and just text them something like, "Hey, I hope everything's doing good," or "Good morning. Hope you're gonna have a great day, a positive day." And it's like, because that's, if you want to help your community out, if you want to help the people around you and feel them and make them feel positive during these crazy times, you know, that's a great initiative to do. Understand? And it's
One text.
It's staying in quarantine. Understand? That text, like Luke was about to say, is going to make you
means
feel
a
good.
lot. Yeah.
And
And whether someone started their day bad or good, they're gonna see, oh shit, Fortunato actually thought of me. Like he just like, wow, okay. So I do mean something to someone. You mean something to someone either way, but these things are like little reminders, because sometimes we get lost in our work,
Big
and we
time.
get lost in what we do.
Big time. And I think that's the biggest key, is just to it's just to, you know, put yourself back to where you want to be, put yourself back to, you know, what you want to be doing, and to make yourself actually like, you know, feel comfortable with yourself, and give that time to yourself to relax is the most important.
Yeah.
Understand?
And also one big topic, I think, that I don't want people to overthink. Don't overthink anything, because overthinking can make it could drive anyone crazy.
It can ruin you.
Don't overthink anything, because I know in times that I've been free, not even in quarantine, because now I've been as busy as ever, because like homework, the positive guys have been editing. So it's like, never overthink, and make sure whatever you're doing next in your life, in your future, your career, whatever it is a decision that was made from you and not influenced by anyone else. Because whether it was like your choice or someone else's choice, at the end, once you actually start and begin your career, if that choice was on someone else's decisions and you were doing it to make them happy, well, it's going to impact you so hard. Do what puts a smile on your face, and whatever that smile, like that smile is like, it shows. People can tell. Like I could tell your smile, Fortunato, like from like a mile away. Like when you do something, and you're happy to do it, and you have fun doing it. You won't have that fun if someone told you should become a scientist. I don't know.
A scientist.
A scientist. To become a scientist.
No.
Because my parents are gonna be happy, but
worry
about parents at the end of the day,
your happiness, and don't worry about anybody else's happiness. That's the biggest thing in life, is not to be worrying about what people think about you, not to be worrying about what's happening around you, but to be worrying about what's happening in your head. Yeah,
don't get caught up in other people's thoughts. They're probably telling you things that they would have wanted to do. They didn't get the chance to do, and it's not your job to do what they wanted to do. You do what you want to do, and I think it's the most important thing. Honestly, it's so important that you do what you want to do, because at the end of the day, that smile only matches your thoughts. Yeah,
and it says a million things about you, that smile.
Yeah.
I want to end it off on that amazing note, because it was beautiful what you said, Lucas. So that was awesome. Like it was a great thing what Lucas said, and I just want to continue that by just saying, guys, a couple tips: don't listen to the news. The news is always going to be negative, no matter what channel you're listening to. The news, that's your job. Money. Exactly. Yeah. It's to create negativity and for you to keep tuning in. So
they have fun with the that aspect. But people start to take it too seriously, and then it affects your mental health.
Yeah, exactly. It affects your mental health, and it ruins you. Jinx. We just said the mental health at the same time. But yeah, guys, seriously, like, take off the news, concentrate on things you want to do, reflect on your life, and like Lucas said last episode, write down things that you're gonna want to do when all this crisis is over, guys.
Some people get them tattooed on them, and then they cross it off. You don't have to do that. But if it makes you happy, do it.
Exactly. All right, guys. Like we always say in every single episode, my word here is be positive.
What was mine again?
Keep smiling.
Keep smiling. So let's restart that one.
Be positive.
Keep smiling, and your guys are beautiful, and we're gonna sign out.
There you go. Fortunato out.
Lucas signing out. See you guys.
Thank you once again for tuning in. Ciao, guys.